Hello, everyone. Tinubu sole administrator sacks all political office holders in Rivers State. The directive applies to the secretary to the state government, the chief of staff, all commissioners, chairmen, and members of boards, agency, commissions, institutions, and parastatals, everyone. The sole administrator imposed by Bola Tinubu in Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, retired, has suspended all political office holders in the state. The directive applies to the secretary to the state government, the chief of staff, all commissioners, chairmen, and members of boards, agency, commissions, institutions, and parastatals. Also affected are all special advisors, special assistants, senior special assistants. Were they all waiting? I know there was someone who resigned when this said, so these ones were just sitting down there thinking that they will continue and be what? This was stated in a statement released by the chief of staff to the sole administrator on Wednesday, ordering the affected officials to hand over their responsibilities to the highest ranking civil servants in their respective ministries, departments, and agencies. Where a permanent secretary is unavailable, the directive instructs the most senior director or head of administration to assume leadership. The statement further noted that the suspension takes immediate effect from Wednesday, March. Just hold on a bit. So this took effect from Wednesday, March 26, 2025. The latest mass suspension follows an earlier directive instructing all 23 local government councils in Rivers State to submit comprehensive report on their activities, staffing, and resources of revenue. That order, contained in a leaked memo, was issued by the Permanent Secretary of the Rivers State Ministry of Local Government Affairs, Dame Dr. Itong Awani. The memo, titled Submission of Report of the Activities of Your Council, mandated all heads of local government administration to submit detailed reports by March 26, 2025. The document required the councils to provide a breakdown of their functions, number of staff on payroll, revenue sources, ongoing and completed projects in the last 2 years, as well as their achievements, challenges, and recommendations. The urgency of the directive raised concerns among political analysts who interpreted it as part of a broader scheme by the federal government to tighten its grip on the state's political and financial structures. Rivers State has been in the center of long-standing political feud between Governor Semin Alayi Fubara and his former ally, Nyesom Wike, who now serves as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. The dispute, which started as a tussle over political appointments and control of state resources, escalated into an open confrontation when lawmakers loyal to Wike attempted to remove Fubara from office. Despite peace deal brokered by Tinubu in the late 2023, tensions persisted. The conflict reached its peak a few weeks ago when Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, citing security concern. The controversial decision effectively stripped Fubara of his executive powers, leading to the appointment of Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas as the sole administrator of the state. The latest purge of political appointees further signals a growing federal takeover of Rivers State, an oil-rich region with vast economic resources. Analysts believe that beyond political reorganization, the move may be aimed at securing full federal control over the state's finances. Let me go and look at some of the comments that people have there. So this one, Stephen Osemegui says, and you said we are in a democracy, so it shows this picture of the executive, like a big person, and then putting the legislature and the judiciary in his pocket. Mazi Inzeko said, Rivers State people are cowards. Fubara, Wike, Amechi, Peter Odile, and other ones that called himself Asari Dokubo. All cowards. Does it mean that none of them is willing to die for their people? How can an elected governor of their state be removed illegally like that, and they all watch one Ibas dissolve and destroy the state? Shame on Rivers people. This is Mazi Inzioku. Then Jay says, new caption, Wike orders the benefactor to sack the people he didn't employ. Okay, so They were different. Nigeria News is an interesting movie with multiple seasons and episodes. Rivers State is now like a movie to Governor Fubara, says Olorogu E. Then Jennifer said that was the game plan, we knew it. He wants to put his sons there. This one, but he didn't specify who it is that he was referring to. And then we have Almani, who said, this is yet another unfortunate chapter in Nigeria's political history where power struggles take precedence over stability and governance. The people of Rivers State deserve better than the endless cycle of political turmoil. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new pariah state and the takeover of the full-blown martial art. Rivers State, fight for your freedom, because no one will do it for you. At the end of the day, as long as it's done in Rivers State, it's going to be replicated other places. Even if it's not replicated, it's going to be used to put other people, other places, in check. Then Kayode Abraham said, military regime in Rivers State activated. We have just begun a new episode of democratic experiment in Nigeria. Mani Emmanuel was asking the question, how do you sack elected officials? Then another handle said, the imposed sole administrator is there to do what Wike and Tinubu tells him to do. He came there to build or arrange the structure to rig election for Tinubu 2027. Rivers State should be very, very vigilant. This is someone called World Empire on X. And then, of course, we have someone, Jasper Arnett Liu, said that is his assignment. He is just there to smooth ground for Fubara impeachment and hand over the state to APC against 2027. We know their game. Thank God everything ends in the world. Empty shall all return to Mother Earth. Yeah, as long as empty shall all return to Mother Earth, what I also feel is that bad behavior need to be punished, and that's why even God has put down some punishment for certain things. We cannot just allow people to be destroying our lives and we just say we are waiting till we die, we get to heaven. When we get to heaven, that's another whole issue that's going to be discussed there. Let's discuss there. But here we are on earth. Let us discuss the things that have to do with earthly things that are being discussed. Nora Linda said Gengen replaced with Wiki loyalists. They want to install Wiki, but this is a preparation for 2027. This statement was made by John Obasogi. Then there's one called Villian. He said, this is wonderful news. He should be encouraged and commended. Controversial Saint also said, he's just acting the script. We are not expecting anything less. Next is local government selection. Oops, election. And I think I'm going to stop here and say to every one of us, there is state capture in Nigeria and we all have to be vigilant.